What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Trent Alexander-Arnold. He is the 87 right back, and for me, I think he got off lucky in terms of his rating. I feel like he did do quite well to get it back. Basically, he was an 87 last year, and again he managed to get an 87. I don't know whether I would have said he would have deserved it to some extent, and obviously there's more than one argument to kind of go with this. A lot of people could argue ratings, but that being said, he's an 87 this year, and it's interesting. We've got a bit of a pace decrease, as kind of we've seen with quite a few players. We've seen increases and decreases from different sort of areas, and they've all got a kind of point in mind, which obviously EA will always have. They don't just upgrade somebody and decrease somebody for no reason whatsoever. It is just the natural flow of the game, and more than likely before a week or 2 weeks gone by, we'll have somebody else that replaces him. So we have obviously got 79 pace on the base. That definitely needs a bit of an upgrade, and you have got two options really. I think the Shadow would be the better option, but I do want to try him as more of a kind of right wing back, somebody who's going to overlap, as I feel like he's got that ability to cross it. Obviously with his passing being 88 already, maybe you could argue that you don't necessarily need it, but I'm interested to see what it works, and then obviously we can change back to the Shadow if needed. He is obviously at the minute 18,000 coins. More than likely that will go up as we go into the game again, and I can see Trent being more made as the fodder version of the right back. We have got a Cancelo at 86, we have got a Walker at 85, and then we also have, I'm pretty sure there's I want to say Ricardo Pereira, the Leicester right back, who is also an 84, and then obviously Wan-Bissaka as the 83. So we've got a bit of a choice from right backs. Obviously people's choices are always going to be Walker for the main spot, just purely for the fact that he has got that 92 pace, which is always fantastic. But Trent does have the stamina, again very much like Robertson, who's on the opposite side, doesn't have that much strength, has a little bit less aggression than Robertson, but still has it higher than his strength, and we have got a very good ground game from him. So let's jump in and see, is he worth the 18,000 coins? Trent watching St. Maxi down the wing. Okay, it's going to go all the way back, and you will see this in a lot of games where people are just constantly going back and forth, obviously looking for that option. Into Trent's feet again. It's going to have an absolute worldie of a day with obviously St. Max. We've packed him, so we know exactly what he's all about. He is a very, very good winger, so hopefully we can kind of just quell the danger every time. It's not a great cross in, but again, working the wing, you like to see it from him. So far, not put a foot wrong. Definitely feels not necessarily on the slow side, but you could argue. Trent with the head against Lukaku, very nice. It's got to deal with it. Lovely little turn. It's kind of, you can feel a little bit of the slower animation with him this year. I feel like a couple of informs, maybe a couple of different special cards, and you might find something decent with this lad, but I think his base card might just be a little bit too basic in my opinion, straight off the bat just looking at him. Go for that 1-2 again. Trent finding it down the right hand side here. Lovely pass inside. Paqueta finding in a bit of Lacazette. We're going to try here again. We see Robertson making that overlap. First time ball. Fortunately, he's not going to win the header there, but definitely a really great kind of run there from Robertson all the way from Trent's ball. Trent on the opposite side, big ball in. Feel like Trent and Robertson, the big things that he's going to offer here is definitely their crossing ability. Robertson coming in, taking it, beautiful. And again, pushing forward, finds that ball in. That's an absolute spectacular ball. It's a little pass across, and that is number 4. Trent finding the ball across, Robertson playing off it very nicely. Little pass in. We find somebody in the middle. Nope, that is awful passing from myself. Robertson here. Got, I think, Lucas Moura in attack. Good block, great block at the chest, and then the pass forward, very, very nice into Pulisic, who is going to try and test the pace. Find a little dink over with the explosive sprint, but unfortunately we cannot find the attacker to the ball this time. Trent with a tackle on Bruno, which could have led to a goal if he didn't make it. Over to Trent. Get the chest, he's got great control on the ball, but in terms of passing, I don't know what that says about him. Trent having a bad day at the office with Neymar in pursuit, but that is a stunning ball down the wing. Going to try for the cross. Joe Gomez is going to be absolutely there. So going into the overall for Trent then. So an 87 rated card is coming in roughly at about 18k at the moment. Obviously players are a little bit cheaper than what they should be. Game's not fully out yet, so we are trying to blast through as many as possible just so you get to know the kind of value of them. We are going to be stepping it up to, I believe, Sterling and Firmino in the next set of reviews. So we have got Robertson and Alexander-Arnold at the moment, but not bad. I do think that he is going to be fodder before too long, purely for the fact there is so many options out there, and I think with that pace downgrade to 79, it's just not going to do him any favours. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different cards just from the gold rares that have more pace than him. Yes, obviously, you look at the kind of defence, physicality, as well as the passing and the dribbling, you have got a much better card there, but unfortunately I think when you've got almost, I know, a little bit more of a price difference, but you've got pretty much 92 maxed out pace there. Same defending, physicality is better, dribbling's only better by 2, and then the passing's only an increase. I think for me, you can go get a chemistry style that's going to boost that up and already still have more pace. For me, I think Trent is a good card. I just don't think he's going to be quite the card that you want in your final starting team. But the one thing he is going to be good for is making a little bit of coins, because we know as soon as SBCs come out, he is going to go shooting up, and he has a whopping 100,000 coins as his extinction price or max price. So whether he goes, I don't think he'll go all the way up to that, but he definitely will go up in price when SBCs and the full game starts to be released. I don't think he's going to be one that you're going to be seeing much of, but we've ticked him off the list. Overall wise, I feel like I'd give him a solid 6.5 out of 10. In terms of the chemistry draw, just to finish off with, I think it has to be anything other than a shadow. I think most definitely that is kind of the way to go with it. Turns him into an 89 rated right back, gives him that good pace increase and obviously defending, but he is still left with physicality that is short, and the agility balance, again, not quite up there in scratches for me. But if you did enjoy the video, let me know down below. Make sure to do like and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.